nothing much. So it's starting right here. Alright. So, Hollow Knight, if you have never played it, imagine if you took a game like Castlevania and then you combined it with Bugs and Dark Souls. That's probably a very general explanation, but something pretty interesting about the game as a whole is that it was made inside of it was either Australia or New Zealand, one of the two, by a team of only a few people. So, yeah. Right. And you don't have health inside the traditional sense that, you know, hits do a different amount of damage. No, most hits, whenever you get hit, just do one piece or two. It's usually nothing in between. And it's basically just how many chances you get before you get your game over. Anytime you don't see a solid wall, it's generally a good idea just to jump behind it. And something I like quite a bit is that if you get further into the game, you'll know that if you strike at these spikes whenever you're jumping down on them, you'll be able to jump back up. And I failed horribly right there, as you can see. But yes, you can do that, and you're able to get through this area. You're able to get through this area early. That is our first instance of a charm. Charms will go into more detail whenever we get to the first bench, as it said. Nothing much else. Pretty sturdy door here. Oh there, traveler. I'm afraid it's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared, headed down that well, one by one, into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It has long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks within its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment, that darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down below. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills that place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all. plus minus. That's inventory, and you will get the Fury of the Fallen. Our first charm makes it so that if we are close to death, our strength will increase. Basically, if we're one hit away from death, a Fury of the Fallen will activate, and we will deal a tremendous amount of damage. Of course, it's better that we're a little bit more lively than that. Many used to come, hoping the kingdom would fulfill their desires. Hallownest, it was once called, supposedly the greatest kingdom there ever was, full of treasures and secrets. Now it's nothing more than a poisonous tomb full of monsters and madness. Everything fades eventually, I suppose. Let's go ahead and see what's a little bit past here. A stone door with a simple lock, of course. Let's head immediately right and see what we find. Temple of the Black Egg. Hello there! How delighted to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you've got a strong look about you. I'm Quarrel. I have somewhat of a conception of uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg, lying on the course of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange markings all over it. I do love a mystery. And who knows what other marvels lie deep below us. For so long, I felt drawn here. So many tales full of wonders and horrors. No longer could I resist. I just had to see it for myself. And what a time I chose to arrive. This dead world has sprung to life. Creatures are riled up and the earth rumbles. The air is thick and I wonder what could have brought it all about. Oh, I can't even sing that. Do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing and I'll join. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in. Nervous one. Or they just have a stutter. I can't remember the rest of this one. Maybe I'll just hum it. Let's go over here. And immediately we already have a dead end. The rock can be broken here, but I don't think we have the means to do that right now. Oof, got hurt there. So far, going right hasn't done too much for us. I have seen a few NPCs, that's at least nice. Besides that, there's not too much special. There's more of these beetles that will attack us on sight. I would recommend that you kill most of the enemies that you encounter during the first area, because all of them drop these little coins, and these little coins are called Geo. They'll have a bit more important use later on. In fact, we'll be able to see it once we meet our next NPC. Ow. Oh, I didn't notice him. Let's try going up. Oh. Alright. We can't talk to this guy. As you can probably tell, there's a bunch of holes here. He's missing a few of his friends. So, let's go ahead and find them. Anytime you hear something like that, crying like that, you will be able to pick up on where they are. Of course, we don't have the ability to reach that one quite yet. We have to wait until I don't know, we can jump farther. Oh, hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins. Don't mind me. I have a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade. I am working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Sure, we don't really have a map right now, so that would help us out. Map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you're not the head for directions, I suggest purchasing the compass from my wife. She's just now opening our new shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. We'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. Hooray. These green things, these grubs. They're gonna be your main collection, as it were, whenever adventuring through this area. Because then I get to show off how the Grub Master is whenever you get a grub. Anytime you find a grub and give it back to him, he will give you some money. Now let's head down and to the right, because that is an unexplored area. Right. know for a fact that some people can just get Geo earlier just by getting a special item later on that lets you collect Geo really easily. But it's I don't really have the means to carry that right now. Any wall that you see that has sort of like this weird crack texture on it, you'll want to hit, because it will lead you into a secret passage. And you're gonna need that if you want to be able to get past everything. Still only have one charm. And I doubt we're gonna use it because I haven't gone into 1 health pretty much ever so far, so... Oh well, that might happen here, I don't know. Like that, the first area is done. Let's go ahead and see what is below Conifer. Probably nothing too important. Yeah. Well, there's some Geo right down here, but besides that, there's not really too much else. Yeah. Currently, we are at 276, and that is pretty good for a lot of the things I want to buy right now, but I will need a lot more if I want to actually get everything right now. But getting everything is kind of an act in tedium, so I won't bother with grinding. I'll just bother by killing all the enemies that are on the way. Like before, we don't have a means to jump higher, so unfortunately kind of stuck. Some more Geo down here. Going back up. Bugs up here. You can get them for a few extra pennies, but not much else. Let's see. Oh, well, that would be dangerous to jump down. Let's take the top route and see what else we can get. XP. Oh, and I didn't mention this, but you can use the other control stick to quickly look up and down. The way you don't impale yourself whenever you're jumping downwards. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Let's head back up. Because even though that loops around, we'll be able to activate a few shortcuts on the way. Here's the bench. And a toll machine. It's got the symbol of a stag on it.
Do
age since I last heard the ringing of a station bell. It echoed down the stagways and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch the depths of Hollownest. If you want to travel in, hail me to the platform. I will take you where you need to go. If you look through here, as you can see, Forgotten Crossroads and Dirtmouth. I want to head back up to the surface right now. Switch and yep, we have loop back around to the starts. I never thought I'd see such a thing. The start station has opened. That building lay silent since before even my time. Oh, I've heard the tales of the glorious lines, a web of tunnels running all through the kingdom, but not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. Well, at the very least, he's with us in spirit.
Bapanada.
Come to my map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise. He's headed down below. He'll pop back up occasionally to deliver new maps before the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. There's not much interest in retail myself. I've not much interest in retail myself. Now, let's see what's here for me to sell. Alright. And yeah, she has a whole bunch of these badges here. But I'll be completely honest, I usually don't use these badges. Something I do think you should buy immediately, though, is the quill. The quill and the map. Those are your two most important items. The quill, you use that to fill in areas where you have already been. So even though this is a Metroidvania, you don't have your map, your default map system right off the bat. As you can see, map updated. And, well, would you look at that? That almost looks like a place you could traverse. As you can see, any area that is all grayed up like that is an area that we have already seen. We're going to head up now. Of course, just like I said earlier, is grub. This is grub anytime you hear that kind of crying. Oh, hold on. Alright, now stop disappointing him. Go, little grub man. Let's head right from there. Oh, well. Something tells me it's not a smart idea to fight these guys, so we'll just move around them. Okay, shoot. Ow, hurt. Alright, let's get 2 of those in there. Some more Geo. Jump over. And just like that. Head down here and to the left, and well, we got a little bit of a platforming challenge. And of course, this is really where it teaches you that you can strike down whenever you jump on the spikes, and you'll be able to jump across as such. And you need that to get this grub right here. These out of the way. Let's see what's down there. Oh, nothing but bugs. Oh. I guess one really good thing about the money in this game is that it doesn't despawn. So you're able to pick it up freely anytime that you want. Look at the map again. Yeah, one thing about the map system is that it doesn't fill in where you currently are. As in, if you go into a new area, the area doesn't automatically get written in. You have to traverse the area yourself first, and then you have to go to a bench. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's not the worst system I've ever seen. I mean, at least you have a map in the first place. Alright, we hit this switch, and we are able to go back up. Up. Right. And I could have done this area earlier, but I didn't really want to fight this big guy quite yet. Hello? You barely do any damage to this guy. Which is kind of why I wanted to go back later, but I know that I'll forget him if I just don't get him now. Is that right? Wow, it is dark. I cannot see anything of that. So we're not going to traverse it. Great. Alright, that way it just leads back, I think. Yeah. So we'll go through here. Sorry about that, I almost sneezed. Hello there, Grooves. Ow. Oh, jeez. Ah, damn it. Gru's mother isn't too special. She's basically just a big punching bag. Alright, get out of here, you little vermin. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. And yet another area we can't get to yet. Ow. You're rude. These villagers are rude.
Kyle!
Oh, you off. You wield nail like a club. Esme, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? I see, this old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you haven't found me, I don't think you would have ever woken. Sorry. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. I am Sly. Usually I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins don't agree with me, so I'd best be getting down. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I can thank you properly for your good deed. I'm not sure if a man named Sly is to be trusted. Oh, shoot. Alright. Let's go ahead and head all the way back up. Go ahead and save and write down stuff on our map. Yeah, pretty much everything is explored at this point. So we might as well go to the Buttman. Our nail is really weak. Hopefully we can get an upgrade to that soon. Alright. We can skip this big guy, but right now I really need the money. Oh. Ow. Oh, jeez, that hurts. Alright. That hurt, but at the very least we got the items that we wanted. Money. Oh, hello. And yet again an area we can't traverse. Ah. I swear. Way too many areas like this. Ow. Ominous. Go all the way forward, and we're blocked by a gate. Of course. Hello. Let's head down. Or not. First boss is False Knights. Damn. The main gimmick of this fight is just attacking him until he's able to open up his mask. And in that time, you can't heal. You can't heal or do anything like that. Which would be a major problem, but... Ow. This guy doesn't even do as much damage as the normal giant bugs with clubs. trouble. Give me that. Pathetic beast. What now? Money! The most important of all. What? Where do you think you're going? Get back here. Get out of here. Something like you doesn't belong on a stick. These pathetic grubs. Alright. And we can't jump over. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh well. Beyond that is this place. It's a area with a lot of skulls. That's a most people would probably walk away if they ever saw this place. Alright.
Namino.
Oh, who is that creeping out in the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange, empty face with a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down into Hollowness Corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. Say no more, friend. I give you a gift, a nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Ho 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 ho. Well, normally my better instincts would tell me to run away from a black man that is surrounded by skulls, but hey. Oh, please don't take black out